What if everything you've been taught about success is missing one piece? You've been told to work harder, hustle more, chase bigger goals, push until you break. But what if true success was never about pushing at all? What if there's a quiet, invisible force running underneath your life right now, one that decides how easily things come to you or how hard you have to fight for them? Thousands of years ago, ancient sages understood this force. They didn't chase success, they aligned with it, and somehow wealth, health, and joy simply followed. One modern book took that ancient wisdom and turned it into something anyone could use. It has quietly reshaped how millions of people think about money, purpose, and happiness. Today, we're opening it up. Let's begin. Book Introduction. This book is called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, written by Deepak Chopra. When it was released, it didn't just become a bestseller. It became a turning point for an entire generation searching for something deeper than the usual success formula. Chopra took timeless spiritual principles, many rooted in ancient Indian wisdom, and translated them into simple, practical laws anyone could apply, regardless of religion or background. Why does it still matter today? Because we're more stressed, more distracted, and more disconnected from ourselves than ever. This book offers something rare, a way back to inner peace, without asking you to give up your ambition. It teaches that success isn't only about money. Real success includes health, loving relationships, creative freedom, and peace of mind. And it all begins with understanding 7 laws that quietly govern the universe. Let's walk through them one by one. Law 1: The Law of Pure Potentiality. Imagine for a moment a vast, silent ocean. Every wave that rises from it is different, but every wave comes from the same source. That's you. Underneath your thoughts, your job title, your bank account, there is a pure, formless part of you. Chopra calls it pure potentiality. It's the space where all possibilities exist before they become real. You touch this space in silence, in meditation, in moments when your mind finally stops running. Here's the shift: when you spend even a few quiet minutes a day connecting with that stillness, you stop operating from fear and scarcity. You start creating from a calmer, more powerful place. Because a mind that is constantly noisy can never notice the opportunities quietly forming around it. Law 2: The Law of Giving. Here's something that sounds almost backwards. The universe operates through exchange. Nothing stays still. Not money, not love, not energy. If you want more of something, the fastest way to invite it in is to give it away first. Feeling lonely? Reach out and make someone else feel less alone. Want more appreciation? Start noticing and appreciating others. This isn't about grand gestures. It can be a smile, a kind word, a small compliment that costs you nothing but changes someone's entire day. Chopra reminds us that every relationship is a chance to give something: attention, affection, gratitude. And every time you give freely without keeping score, you open a door for more to flow back to you. Life rewards circulation, not hoarding. Law 3: The Law of Karma, or cause and effect. Every action you take plants a seed, and every seed eventually grows into something. This is karma, not punishment, not fate, just simple cause and effect. The exciting part: you're not stuck with your past choices. You have a tool the book calls conscious choice making. Before you react, before you decide, pause and ask yourself one question. What are the consequences of this choice for myself and for everyone it touches? That single pause can change the direction of your entire life. Because when you choose consciously instead of automatically, you stop repeating the same painful patterns. You start designing your future on purpose instead of reacting your way through it. Law 4: The Law of Least Effort. Watch how nature works. Grass doesn't struggle to grow, rivers don't force their way to the sea, stars don't strain to shine. Yet somehow we believe success requires constant struggle. Chopra challenges that belief completely. He says real power comes through acceptance, responsibility, and staying free from the need to defend your point of view. Accept people and situations as they are in this moment, not as you wish they were. Take responsibility instead of blaming, and release the exhausting need to always be right. When you stop fighting reality, something incredible happens. Your energy stops leaking out through frustration and resistance, and that saved energy becomes available for real creation. Less struggle, more flow. That's the law of least effort. Law 5: The Law of Intention and Desire. Every intention carries a small spark of energy and information, capable of organizing its own fulfillment. In simpler words, your focused intentions have power. But here's the part most people miss. You plant the seed of intention, and then you let go of attachment to exactly how or when it happens. Think of a farmer. He prepares the soil, he plants the seed, he waters it, but he doesn't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. He trusts the process. Your dreams work the same way. Get clear on what you want, take aligned action, and then release your grip on control. The more tightly you hold on, the more you block the very thing you're trying to create. Law 6, the law of detachment. This might be the hardest law to accept because it sounds contradictory. Detachment doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the desperate need for a specific outcome. When you're desperate, you're operating from fear, and fear pushes opportunities away instead of attracting them. Detachment means you fully commit to your goal, while staying at peace no matter how it unfolds. Think about it, the moments you felt most anxious were usually the moments you were gripping tightest, and the moments things flowed easily were usually when you felt calm, trusting, unattached to the result. Chopra teaches that uncertainty isn't something to fear, it's actually where infinite possibilities live. Step into that uncertainty with trust, not anxiety, and life becomes far lighter. Law 7, the law of Dharma, or purpose in life. And finally, the law that ties everything together. Every single person was born with a unique purpose. You have talents that are yours alone, a way of expressing yourself that no one else can copy. Chopra says true fulfillment comes from discovering that gift and using it to serve others. Ask yourself honestly, what would I do even if no one paid me for it? What comes so naturally to me that I forget time is passing? That answer is a clue to your Dharma. When you align your daily actions with your deeper purpose, work stops feeling like a burden. It starts feeling like an offering, and success stops being something you chase, it becomes something you simply express. Final reflection. 7 laws, but really just one message. You were never meant to force your way through life, you were meant to align with it. Success isn't only about achievement, it's about wholeness, a healthy body, a peaceful mind, loving relationships, and a life that expresses who you truly are. The greatest transformation doesn't happen when you finish a book. It happens when you begin living what you've learned. So today, choose one law, just one, and let it quietly guide the next decision you make. That's how a new life begins, not with a giant leap, but with a single conscious step.